What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie988 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. And I've already made a Francis video about this today, but as always, I like to talk about my actual thoughts. So let me do that here. Today, Variety Magazine posted a rumor that YouTube is in the process of purchasing Twitch TV for $1 billion, and we can expect that announcement sometime this week. And this is a good thing in some very short-sighted ways and potentially a terrible thing in a lot of long-sighted ways. So we're going to talk about the good stuff and we're going to talk about the bad. I want to get the good stuff out of the way first. Now, in the short term, money is good. Twitch is still a startup company, and they definitely, you can tell it when you use the website. It has a lot of issues. Their archiving system is miserable. Their sharing system is miserable. There's a 60-second delay on all the streams due to hardware and software issues. It's hard to navigate the website. Streams come down in 240p sometimes, much lower resolution than they need to be. The end user experience is really not that great, and money can fix a lot of these problems. And sure, they probably would have gotten there in the next couple of years themselves, but now they can get there sometime by the end of 2014. Another good thing is that YouTube is owned by Google, and that can be a bad thing too, but there's a lot of good stuff that comes along with that, whether it's the award-winning partner program, whether it's the fact that you'll have all those wonderful resources, or the fact that, you know, Twitch isn't going anywhere. With $1 billion in their pocket and owned by Google, Twitch is going to be around for quite some time, so you can invest in it if you want to. I should also say that I think Google is at its best when it throws money at an existing company and allows the existing company to continue to do what it wants to do the way that it wants to do it. And when YouTube first got bought by Google, that's exactly what they did. They threw money at YouTube. YouTube continued to do what they always wanted to do. Eventually, they did integrate AdSense into it, but that wasn't even that big of a deal, and YouTube was continually awesome. It wasn't until some of these crazy archaic policies of the last couple of years that got enforced that made YouTube weird. And that's what we're all afraid of today, right? We're afraid that YouTube's backwards, archaic, ridiculously business-friendly policies are going to make it to Twitch. Twitch has been a place, a bastion of getting to play any game you want and showing any part of the game, being able to stream music while you play, be able to say and do what you want and enjoy yourself within the realms and confines of the law without having to worry about the overextending arm that is YouTube. Now, one of the things that people get confused is that these are not YouTube's policies. These are the policies that have been forced upon YouTube by the big, mean copyright monster. And that copyright monster has been created by a dying industry. The dying television industry, which is actually doing all right in some areas. The dying movie industry, which is doing all right in some areas. The dying music industry, which is not doing all right by almost any measure. And these companies are seeing their profits dwindle, they're seeing their companies fall over, and they're doing everything they can, manipulating copyright law, putting YouTube in the corner, and having to enforce these stupid, idiotic policies that no one wants to enforce to protect themselves. And that's what we're worried about showing up on Twitch TV. The difference is, though, a stream is very, very different from a video. Now, in this last generation of consoles, we have seen everyone embrace streaming. Xbox, PlayStation, even Steam is now integrating streaming directly into their service. And the reason they are doing this is simple, because streaming sells games. Exactly the same way that listening to a song on the radio makes you consider purchasing that song. You hear it on the radio, you want to hear it again, you have no other alternative, you go and you buy the record. And that's the way it is with gaming. If you want to experience the game that you saw streamed for 30 minutes last night, you've got to go buy it to enjoy it. YouTube may never have to enforce much copyright, if at all, over at Twitch TV for two reasons. Number one, Twitch TV already has its own lawyers, and those lawyers have defined the law to the letter. Their policies enforce the law, they take care of everything, they make sure that the gaming industry is super happy with what they're doing, and make sure that everybody is in a win-win-win-win-win situation. Secondly, even the dumb fucks over at Nintendo, the dinosaurs who can't get their heads out of their own asses, understand that social media and streaming sells games. Where they're worried about static YouTube videos and those kinds of things because they don't understand them. What they understand is that radio sells records, so streaming sells games. They primarily did not want to get involved. But don't be pissed at YouTube today, and don't be pissed at Twitch. This is business as usual. If you want to focus your anger and your ire on anybody, focus it on the fucking dinosaurs who are exploiting copyright law to try to keep new media from blossoming and taking their territory. This is fucking gang warfare, and we are all suffering because of it. Now, I know what we're all thinking. That's not the only problem that plagues YouTube. YouTube has made a lot of stupid fucking decisions over the past couple of years, whether it was Google Plus integration, whether it was dealing with the constant de-evolution of the website, making it worse and worse and more difficult to use, whether it's the focus away from community and focusing more on maximizing profits by lowering bandwidth and changing the video player and doing all kinds of stupid bullshit. I would like to think, and I choose to believe, that with $1 billion investment, they're smart enough to not do that to Twitch TV. I'm going to look at the silver lining here. I'm going to try to be not Chicken Little and not claim that the sky is falling and hope for the best. But do they fuck that up? You'll hear about it through Francis soon.